What?
Go to channel. Make things a little clearer for people in the Discord, just in case. Announcement. Alright. Yes, Cat? Can you not be up on the desk? You want to go down, perhaps? You're not getting under the mic, Cat. This isn't something that's happening. Hello, Demon Zeri. Welcome. To will probably be a whole week of RuneScape. I hope you're doing better from your little sickness from the other day. No. I need the 1, 3, and then I need 1. Well, a lot better. That's good to hear. Let's get some money. All but 1. Yeah, this isn't a game. Stop moving my mic. Cat, you know what you're doing. So don't. You gonna learn? Cat? You can have an existential crisis pondering if, nah, why would you do this? The cat doesn't want to learn. I want some milk. 6 coins. Yeah, we can buy a couple thousand. Hello, Psychotastic. It's me, Jim. I'm doing good. I'm just gonna play some RuneScape for this whole week. I even know how the game sounds to you because for some reason RuneScape wants to be really weird today if it's audio. We need 20 people. We only have 9. Yay. Am I not in a... Yeah, I am. I'm in a world of 100 ping. And there's still no one. I should have done this game mode months ago. This is what I get. This was my fuck up. Oh yeah, so earlier today, well actually just before stream started, the cat was like laying on her side right next to me, and she was kind of just mad at me. She was like, oh, she wants to be pet. So like I reach my hand down to pet her, and she does like the same like fast whipping motion than I do when I turn in my bed, and like she does like a Yui. It comes back to me, and like meows at me, and then, like starts rubbing up against me, and then like walks pets. I don't know what the fuck is up with the cat. Like, there's like, oh, I'll pet you, of course, and then she does this whole exaggerated motion, and then like when she does this quick flip, she meows, and it's just like, why? Why did you go through all this extra effort if you just want to be petted anyways? One day we'll be reported to YouTube Terms of Service. One day, but not today. Also, hello, Pivot. Even Psychotab's like, Pivot, stop. Yes, they are. That's why I pick up my cat like a baby, reminding her she's a fur baby. And that she's not allowed to have complicated thoughts because she's a fur baby. We are grinding things out to make my runs of hunting down lizards even more effective. Also, Pivot. I did change my username on Twitch. I rebranded, if you will. Hell, even my bio's different. It's Jim, Jimble, Jimbo, Jimmy. I even changed the notifications to like something like a corporate schmo. Okay, Jim. Yeah. You're like, haha, Rikku's so funny. I did it. And I'm stuck with this for 2 months. Part-time Jim. I sanded banana, changed my life forever. Jim, Jimble, Jimmy! Jiminator. He is just Jim. That is right. I am just Jim. Nothing else. Jim. Alright, so grab 5 of these. And we grab everything we can from here. All. And I did the appropriate thing of when changing my name is that I inform no one. The weak will be left behind. So now the 33 people who follow me are gonna be like, wow, Jim's a loose cannon. Exactly. We all make mistakes in the heat of passion, Jimbo. Except mine was calculated. As in, I took like a minute to think about it. I was like, yeah, this would be funny. Oh, we control the center. I need to drop one of the bandages. So yeah, I have ordinary... I just wanted to have Jim, but you need to have a name of at least 4 characters. I didn't want Jimmy, I didn't want Jim, but I wanted Jim, but they didn't give it to me. That's all I wanted. I didn't... So now we're just kind of here. Also, let me know if I need to turn the music down. Hell, I'd probably change the YouTube channel name too. You should probably get to that quiz then, Demon Zero. Oh, you got a granite longsword. Why a granite longsword, my friend? Yeah, now I'm wondering if like people who like follow me are like, well, I never followed this guy. That's what I want. What rhymes with butter? That is indeed a great question. I know there's like that brand where it's like Nutter Butter or whatever. They almost got me. I think I perfectly ate that. I was at 0, but like... Oh, I actually got the guy. I think someone else is helping me go for that, but I managed to still get him. Nutter. Yeah, Nutter Butter. Yeah, fuck. I lived. Ha ha. Alright, let's go for more, Oh, I'm part of red team. Fuck. Stutter. Stutter is a good one. Mutter. Mutter. I got the red Power Ranger time to do a new quiz. It wasn't one of those BuzzFeed quizzes, was it? Thank you. It's not intense enough. So... I've been struggling to get... Oh god. I've been struggling to make the audio work. Like, these new headsets... Oh my gosh, what is wrong with... Did Windows break something on my computer? Because I was forced to update yesterday. But yeah, like, with my old headset... I was able... Like, it just, like, worked with, voice meter. But now it's not. So, like, this headset won't, like, scale up and down automatically with voice meter for whatever reason. I don't know why. I don't think it came with, like, a DVD to update or whatever. Maybe I have to go to the website, get that updated. Well, like, the thing was, like, even before, well, no, it did work with it. Let me check something, actually. Let me check. Okay, I'm gonna check sound drivers, actually, real quick. The sound. Yeah, like, it just won't show me how high my headphones are compared to what you guys are experiencing with the audio itself. It's like, I really can't tell what's loud or not because my headphones are on a separate thing. Because, like, I noticed the music was barely being picked up by the game. But, like, I can just barely hear the music. I really want this fixed. I think I need to go to devices. No, I actually need to go to control panel. But I've given you an out multiple times from that. Alright, control panel. Yeah. Alright, that's what you sound like, bitch. Don't even try that. It takes one to know one. You're not funny, Pivot. Best drivers are already installed. I really don't want to try tapping Windows Update right now. Living in Riku's head rent-free. Oh, we can change that real quick, Pivot. You want to play this game? Hold on, Pivot. Say you want to play the game. Fucking try me right now. Why is Pass me such an asshole? Get ready for Windows 11. I don't wanna. Things have just started to break down on me, and I'd rather not have more things break down on me. Oh, there's an Iron Man. Push them onto. Yeah, Pivot. That's what we call it, huh? Yes, just push your past problems onto your future self. Alright, trying to fix Pivot acknowledging consequences, that's new. Oh no, Pivot's gonna cry. Look at me, I'm leaving rent-free in Riku's head, even though I could just ban him right now. Am I actually able to change who's banned on my channel? I guess Pivot would have to be the first one I try that with then, huh? And that would be a shame if he had to be my first victim. Let me check. No. Let me check that up real quick. Let's see. YouTube. Okay. All of a sudden, Rick sounds like the kind of guy wearing a wizard costume ready to beat his bully with a stick. Why would I be wearing a wizard's costume? Like, why am I wearing a wizard's costume? And no hit is landing. Why? No, this isn't worth it. Have we killed the blue avatar? Yeah, it looks like we... But that's just what it's like. Why? You can't say that's how it sounds like. Like, why a wizard's costume? 93 zeal tokens. Holy crap. I went through 300 arrows. I don't like this minigame in that it takes... Like, I can't have my cape on, or my backpack, which just automatically picks back up my arrows. Like, you can't wear a cape in this game. I'm guessing it's because they put you with a cape already, but it's just like, come on. Come on, let me have my accumulator. Are we having fun? Wait, I only got 20 zeal tokens for that? Did we lose or did we win? The blue team is... Oh, we got 20. What kind of wizard costume is it? That's the real question. This minigame's gonna take fucking forever to get the cape. I might just not do this for the whole week. Because I think that's what it's coming down to, is I have to do this for a week or two. And I'd rather not. I'd rather not. Because I can do what I want to do, like, really easily. The only problem is that it's just not as efficient as I'd like it to be. But I don't know how much time I'm actually saving by doing it like this. So yeah, what we're trying to do is we're trying to get a cape, Rikku being turbulence. Strike 2 pivot. Me being turbulent would be me hiding your comments right now, or you as a user for my channel. That would be me turbulence. In fact, why don't I just be turbulent right now, Pivot? What's stopping me from being really turbulent with your ass? It was just like, what I do? I was like, why is he being more aggressive than usual? Usually I'm allowed to say a few things before he starts going like this. Yeah, he's the logical turbulent, yeah. And he was just feeling himself up on stream so hard after he learned he was the logical one. I didn't need to hear the moaning on stream, but whatever, he did it. That was his choice. Oh, I can place barricades, actually. Kinda want to place barricade. Alright, I'm part of blue team. Oh, my nose. Oh. So yesterday my mom came over. Ow, 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 ow. Ah. That was my nose. This is one of Lewis's bars. I'm an uninterested guard. So like, I'm here to save the princess. Yeah, sure, whatever. Rapscallion, make way of my path, or you will be a delicious treat to my blade. Dude, I'm not in front of the door. Just fucking go. Vile fiend, I see through thy trickery. Dude, the door's that way. Fuck off. I am just way too logical. Yeah, whatever. Can you please stop moaning about it? If you're gonna stroke yourself off, please do it somewhere else. I don't need that here. I've said this once, and I'll say it again. There are times where I feel like, you know, maybe I'm just going in on Pivot a little too hard. Maybe, you know, I shouldn't be, you know, saying things like this. And then he does something, and then I'm like, no, I am justified in all of my actions. You're like, sorry, but you gotta leave while eating your toast sandwich. That reminds me, I should have a toast sandwich today. I like the idea of him losing his barn. He has, like, all of his squatters on his barn. It's like, oh, okay, new place. Because they're squatters, you know? That's kind of the thing they were doing. And now I can just see it, like, after stream, Pivot's like, hey, bud. And then I'm gonna immediately sound like, hey, Pivot, if I ever make you feel uncomfortable, just let me know, okay, babe? And he'll look at me and he's like, you son of a bitch. Is Red Team... What is Red Team doing right now? Oh, we're going after that avatar right now. Uncomfortable with this community? No. Now who wants some Rikku milk? Oh yeah, apparently I'm an assertive logical. The one with high self-esteem, apparently. As you put the snowman on fire. Ah, you took the personality test as well. Oh no, someone's coming. I don't want this. So we have 1 kill. Alright, do we still have control of the center? No we don't. As soon as they take back center. Yep, after pivot says everybody starts sharing those. God. Wait, no way. Does that mean pivot made something trending? Pivot, you're a trendsetter. You hear that? No, no, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Why did you sprint so fast? No. I'm placing down barricades. What's a good emotional question? Well, I'm not the one to be asking about this kind of thing. I just want to live. That was my first and last mistake. They didn't even take center. And I'm dead. Take one of these. Wait, what? What do you mean? What's wrong, user? Ooh, that's a good fashion right there. Hello, Mythic Moon. I don't even know what's going on anymore in this fight. Oh, we control the center now. Alright, we're gonna weaken the avatar then. Because we really need that. What's your favorite color? I hate this game. Why do I play this game? Ah, he's doing that little cheap thing. No, I'm just putting on magic protection now. Fuck this. Yeah, go ahead and try, bitch. You know what? Let's go on a little trip, my friend. Come on. Let's go together. Keep following me, dumbass. Grinding too hard. What do you mean? Who are you talking to? That ain't about me. That's not about me, right? It would not be about me. Blah, 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 blah. You know, I thought... Do you know there's a color called Fuzzy Wuzzy? I'm surprised. You know what? I shouldn't be surprised by that, actually. I still aiming for an 18. Lift the prayer up. The hex is that. Okay. I've never... Yeah, because, what is it, hexadecimal has almost limitless possibilities at this point. No, it's... What is it? It's 16-bit, isn't it? How many combinations of 16-bit are there? Forget. If I remember right, it's supposed to be a huge number. It's a weird brown color. Ah, okay. I forget what shade of brown is what I had. I think it was like mocha, I believe. Is this about to end in a tie? It might actually. It's like chocolate brown though. Oh, it's blue. Alright. Deposit this. We need all the help we can get right now. In terms of weakening. Right, as long as people are there. I should head over actually. I should over to help. I don't know how much of a help I'm gonna be, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Come on, I can be helpful. I saw that change, young man. Don't think you can just get away with something like that. You think you're so clever. You think you're so clever, thing I won. Oh, I can't. Oh, he pulled out his crossbow. What is he gonna do? The absolute madman. Yeah, that's true. Come on, weaken it. You still have the advantage in center. Yeah, let's go after the one with the anchor. Android green. That's my least favorite kind of green. Range Nina. I had the wrong prayer, but I helped get that last kill. Did we win? Yes, we did. 45 zeal, and I need, get this, 2,500, and we get like only 45 for winning, and these matches take 15 minutes. I won't want to do this anymore. Who knew that eating too much peanut butter doesn't affect your weight rate? Well, it's a protein, isn't it? Technically, but it does have fat, but I think it's a good fat, though. Like, what is it? What are the good fats again? It's like there's two kinds that are, like, good ones. Like, what was it? Single and double. I just forget the proper terms from them. To the point my stomach hurts. Oof. Oh, that reminds me. You ended up losing weight. Wow. Yesterday, me and my mom, my brother, and me, we went to a Mexican restaurant, and so I'm the kind of person that gets the same thing every time, and I've just been very lucky that a lot of the new restaurants I go to, I'm able to find what I want, and then, like, it actually tastes good, and I just get it every other time I'm there. So, like, what I usually get is the thing, it's a burrito. And typically, the best way that I like is where the rice and the beans are on the side, and you have the burrito that just has the meat in there. But what you do is, like, you just mix them all together. But the place we go to now, it has the same thing, except it puts all of the beans and rice in the burrito, and then like the steaks in there, and then also you put cheese sauce on there. It's like this white cheese sauce. It's really good. I should get that cheese sauce. Like, that cheese sauce is amazing. And, like, it seems like almost all the Mexican restaurants we go to has that cheese sauce. Like, hell, we went up to, like, a place that was near the border of Canada. But, like, it still had this cheese sauce. It's like it's spicy, but it's really good. It doesn't look like pepper jack at all. I was like, ah. The thing is, like, I don't think it's like a special kind. It's just something all of these restaurants that we've gone to just happen to have. And all it is like a kind of spicy white cheese sauce. At least for human size, not collective size. Yeah, that is true, actually. Actually, they do sell it. And they have different container sizes. But I'm pretty sure they make a profit off it. You know, they like sell you at a terrible price. But I would really like to find out where they would get this and just buy it myself for more workable prices. But it's so good, their cheese sauce. It's really good. And like, I can probably go to that restaurant and get some, I think. Most of the restaurants that have this cheese sauce are willing to sell it to you in containers. But I think it is pricey, though. Oh my gosh, I remember sometimes when I was younger, back in, like, community college, my mom would sometimes go out with her friends, and they go to the restaurant that has the sauce. They tell you the brand. I would really like them if they did tell me the brand. But, like, my mom was like, do you want anything? And I was like, yeah, I'd like I didn't want to... No, what was it? Like, she didn't want to pay too much to give me something from there to eat. But, like, the thing was, like, the chips are free, so I was like, can I get a bag of chips and, like, this cheese sauce to go with it? And it was so good. Like, the only problem was you had to finish the cheese sauce in, like, a day or two, or else, you know, it would go really bad. But that was almost never a problem. It just usually went on all of my foods for, like, the next day or two. Because back then, I used to eat a lot of eggs. And I'm still looking to make an amazing ham sandwich. I have good ham now, so that is a thing. So now I just need to get good cheese, and then just put it on bread. I should go do that, actually. I need to go do that. No, I need to go do that. It's not a want to, it's a need at this point. We lost control of center. I'm not going in there. Nope, not me. I like living too much right now. Come on, you guys got this. I'm not entering center. I'm not helping. I can't help. Don't expect me to help. I don't want to go in there. Question. What color is the cheese? That might be it. That might be the cheese, actually. Leave me alone, leave me alone. Don't hurt me, don't hurt me, don't hurt me. Okay, we're good, we're good. Okay, no, we're good, we're good. Light yellow. That might be it, actually. Because it was kind of buttery. Alright, I've contributed enough. Leave me alone. Is he following me? No, okay. Man, I hate this minigame. I actually hate this minigame, wow. Why was this a liked minigame back in the day? Why did people like it? I need to look that up right now. That buttery cheese. Let's see. Buttery cheese. I need to try that. Ah, okay. I'm seeing a few different names, actually. Like, Havarti? Havarti is the name I'm seeing right now. Yeah. It says Havarti is no. It has a very high fat concentration. Sweet and savory dishes. Okay, I got options, though. Thank you, Psychotastic. So there's a few I'm seeing right now that I could try for that ham sandwich. So what I might do is after... I'm actually kind of hungry right now. End stream right now. I just want a ham sandwich. That's so much to ask for. A good ham... Yeah, no, I have options now. I'm seeing a few. I'm just wondering if, like, any place nearby has a good selection of cheeses. Blue's in charge. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. They already have more kills than us. Eeh. Also, you need to go buy some, not special bread, but just not white bread to make my egg sandwiches. And who knows, I might put even cheese sauce on there. Because that shit goes on everything. It's beautiful, it's amazing, it's great. Like, that cheese sauce is like I'm a man who likes the sauce, alright? I'm a man who knows what he's about, mainly. When it comes to cheese sauce, I'm a man who knows it, alright? Is it something that a good cheese connoisseur would love? No. But I know I like it, and I know I want it, and I know I'm willing to do things to get it, like buy it. Like, I've started to make, like, dabble in different sauces right now. Like, usually my go-to is ketchup. But as you know, ketchup's really sweet. But Tapatio just, like... So we made egg sandwiches, like, a week ago. This is for 4th of July. We made egg sandwiches, and, like, I was trying out some different sauces, like honey barbecue, sriracha, Tapatio. And Tapatio added a nice bit of kick and flavor to the egg sandwiches. The honey barbecue was, like... It's not... Honey barbecue is weird. It can either be really good, or it could just be kind of like something you barely taste. Like, I mean, like, actual flavor-wise. Like, you could get like a spoonful of it, just like, you know, eat it up and go, wow. This just tastes like pepper or something. That's about it. Alright, are we still in control of the blue? Yes, we are. I should actually go to the center right now and drop off these things before red takes over. Yeah, as most of you know, ketchup is really sweet. It's also really salty. Alright, I helped. I did my thing. That means they should have an easier time killing the avatar because we're in control of the obelisk. So if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm killing these things, get soul fragments, and you can weaken their strength by a decent margin. Ah, fuck you! It didn't work. Spells don't work on me because I'm protected from magic, and my magic armor has decent protection, and I'm fucked. I lived a good life. I lived a good life. No, I didn't. Fuck. Yeah. We're probably actually wasting time just fighting him right there. I'm gonna go to the other base. This guy here. Yeah. Oh, the buttery cheese actually came... Okay. Okay, let's do range defense, just so no one freezes me as I get over here. Oh no, I should actually go back. I think my go-to cheese for most things at this point is just pepper jack. Yeah, I think pepper jack is just my go-to cheese for right now. Nice bit of flavor, and also, like, it has a bit of bite. Like, that's the other thing, too, Psychotask. Like, I need, like, the right ham and the right cheese. That could be a problem. But thank you, Psychotask. Thank you for your well wishes on my endeavor. Because this is important to me. I want to get this right. It'll be a lot of money, but also, like, it'll be money that goes towards me, you know, having a meal, so it's more than worth it. But I want the right ham sandwich. That's the thing, like, all these years I've just been looking for the ham that I tasted back at that one restaurant in that one small mall in a big city. So do I know what kind of ham I like? No. All I know is that I still can feel that taste lingering on my tongue, and I'm just looking for that itch to be satiated. Oh, we won this. I still want to deposit my goods, though. Did it. Oh, a solid 18, nice. 52 seal tokens. I don't want to do this minigame anymore. That, That's right, I never had a headpiece on because... I keep just using the Slayer helmet for my ranging leveling. And Alfredo sauce. Oh, okay. I might just have to give it cave one day and go back, like drive 2 hours to that big city and go to that mall. Look at me starting another game. Why do I do this to myself? I just need to know. That's the problem. Is like, is the mall still there? And then is that little section of the restaurant still there? And then after that, are they still using the same recipe? I don't think they changed the ham sandwich, but you know, anything could happen. Oh, excuse me. No, no one speaks Spanish. I only have myself to rely on in this cruel, harsh world, psychotastic. It's me, myself, and I. ¿Eres nuevo? No, no quiero un huevo. Gracias. Take 5. You already know how much you need to take. Take 5. ¿Alguien nuevo? No, no quiero un huevo. Oh, that reminds me. Not the huevos, por favor. Oh! So our server, you know, so typically, here in the States at least, you know, a lot of the people who work at, you know, these restaurants that serve Spanish food, the ones I go to typically are Mexican. Because, you know, that is the biggest, like, Spanish-speaking demographic there is Mexicans. The lady we had, like, you know, perfect Spanish, and then, like, when she spoke English, didn't have a hint of an accent whatsoever. And I was like, wow. Because, like, you know, when most people, when they speak another language, there's usually an accent to it. But no, she, like, when she spoke Spanish, it sounded just like my mother, essentially. And then, like, when she spoke English, it was just like any person here in the state I live in, really. Just, like, there's no, like, elongation on any English word that people consider weird or anything. No, just perfect English and perfect Spanish. And then when I thought about that, that immediately led my mind to, like, yeah, no. And also, she was just on top of everything. She was just bang, 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 bang. Like, there was another server, and, like, she was just kind of, like, you know, just kind of walking back and forth, just like, you know, I'm just doing my thing. But, like, she was, like, zooming up and down. And, like, she was, like, taking orders. She didn't even write them down. But, like, she got all the orders right. No one had to go, like, no one was, like, had to, like, get an order taken back or anything. She's like, oh, what do you want to drink? And, like, not write anything down. And just, okay. And just, she was real good. Holy crap. Yeah, the other waitress was just, like, casual stroll. It was like she was doing a sprint the whole time. Non-stop action. Holy crap. But yeah, like, that just reminded me of, like, what if there was someone who, like, you know, same thing, spoke, you know, Spanish, you know, Spanish people wouldn't be able to tell, like, oh, I know, this person's a native to the Spanish speaking. And, like, when they spoke English, it was like some California dude, like, gnarly, bro. Alright, you take care, man. I really hope that's a thing. I really hope that, like, please, Lord, let there be someone out there just like that, where it's just, you just hearing, like, oh, this man, like, has speaking Spanish their whole life, you know, they must come from a country that speaks Spanish, and it's just beautiful, and then, like, they just speak, and then it's like, righteous, dude. Alright, I'll talk to you later, dude. I need to get over there right now. So I'm gonna stop me on my way. Or like just think of like a Scottish or an Irish accent, just so, because you know there's like people who's like, I guess kind of me, I guess, as an example. I don't really have an accent, which is weird because I didn't speak Spanish really, only to my parents when I was growing up. But like my Spanish isn't like American Spanish though. Because I know to Psychotastic and Maxwell, like, they're like, oh no, your Spanish is actually really good. Maybe I don't say it with enough flair. Or whatever. But, like, no, it's like, usually, when I'm talking to people who speak Spanish here in the States, and, like, you know, they've been speaking Spanish most of it, they're like, they can't tell. But, like, I didn't really... You seem to have a good ear. Yeah? My parents should tell you otherwise. I swear my parents must have thought that I was, and I'm being very serious about this. Try to listen and replicate the way things are pronounced. Ah, okay. Now when I say this, I'm being very genuine. I'm not trying to like pull a funny. Like, I'm pretty sure my parents must have thought that I had some mental disability. Because I'm the second child, and this is something my parents learned a lot later than me, that any child after the first child is not going to know Spanish as well. Like, it took my parents until probably I was 16 or... No, later than that. They probably really thought that I had some disability when I was in elementary school too, but like, they like, because my brother could speak Spanish, he didn't understand what they were saying, but I couldn't. And the thing is because I was speaking to my brother most of the time, and my brother, well, who was the person he was speaking to mostly when he was born? It was my parents. So like until he was like 8 or something, like, you know, he was having a lot of conversations with my parents. But me, and like we both didn't live near the southern border, or the southern states of the United States. We lived in the northern parts. So what does that mean? It's like, well, yes, there are Spanish speakers up here too, but like mainly the communities are going to be like English speakers. So like when my brother went to school, like he had the luxury of, you know, learning both Spanish. Like that was his first thing, and then like he had a lot of time to learn English as well. I'm actually wondering how rough it was for him not knowing too much English starting out in kindergarten and elementary. But for me, like I was mainly speaking to my brother. So like, oh yeah, I mainly learned more English, and then like I couldn't understand what my parents were telling me, and like they always acted like I knew what they were talking about, but I didn't, and they never got that. Like I don't know if they were like ashamed of the idea of like my son doesn't know Spanish even though I am a Spanish speaker. They have this weird thing about being proud of Spanish speakers, which they can go fuck themselves for. But like, yeah. Like, I think my dad, at this point just knows, like, hey, if you don't know how to say it, just tell me in English. Because he's actually tried to learn English, you know. He has to work in an environment where English is... Where there's a lot of... If English has to be the main language, because there's too many other languages in the place he works. So English just has to be the common one. Because you have Chinese, you have people speaking Spanish, and then you have... What other language did he tell me they were speaking there? Yeah, no, it's just a lot of languages are being spoken. So to make things easier for everyone, it's just better just everyone like everyone's come to that conclusion. Like everyone who doesn't speak English primarily is like, no, we just need to use English as the main one. Nothing's gonna get done here. So at this point, my dad has just realized that, like, hey, if you need to tell me something, tell me in English. I'll probably get it. Or he'll do the thing where I did as a kid, where he'll be like, oh, okay. Like, oh, yeah, I totally get it, of course. Which is one thing that's pissed me off. Is, the older I've gotten, the more my parents have started to act like a kid. Especially my mother. And it's gotten me real irritated at points. Yeah, so for the longest time, my parents just kind of like, I think my dad always just kind of understood like I didn't know Spanish, but my mom for whatever reason just could not get that through her head, and it's only until I think when I was 19 or 20 that she was like, she finally, for whatever reason, had a talk with her friends like, yeah, my kid just doesn't know Spanish, and like her friend was like, yeah, same here, and then she was like, wait, what? It's like, yeah, my first kid knows Spanish really well. All the other ones are kind of meh at it. They're kind of okay at it. That's it. Like, it took her so long to just, like, learn that, like, oh, hey, every kid after the first, with all of her friends, is just like, yeah, like, they're just not going to know Spanish that well. And that's just kind of how it is. You don't know how pissed I was. You really don't know how pissed I was. Because let's just say, she got very angry with me at times. And of course we get along or whatever. And of course, like, you know, the day she dies, I'm gonna cry. You know, that's just how it is. But if she ever gives me the opportunity to rip into her and just bitch her out, I will. I will fucking take it. But other than that, we'll get along just fine. That's the thing, is technically we were, because that's all they spoke to us was Spanish. So, like, I could understand some, like, here's the thing, I could listen real well, I can understand. No, I won't even say that. If I knew the word, I'd understand and be like, okay. But reciprocating the words back to you, no. It just was something that wasn't going to happen. Like, for me, the only thing I really need to know is words. I just need to know the words and what they mean, and that's it. Yeah, like, that was my main problem. It's like, I could understand Spanish, but I just lacked words. I was never giving context for some of the words. Yeah. Listen, my parents, they've admitted they fucked up a lot. At least my dad has. My dad has admitted they fucked up a lot because, like they said, like my dad said to me, we didn't know what we were doing. We really didn't. Like, they didn't have any friends they talked to. They barely spoke to their relatives. Now they do. But yeah, like, I'm just glad they admitted that, like, my father, at least, they didn't know what they're doing. My mom, I don't know. But yeah. The thing is now, though, that's the thing, is, like, children are supposed to be better than their parents. So these are things I have to keep in mind. I would like my kid to learn a second or third language. That would be nice to have. But would I do the thing of making them... I also like the idea of teaching them a language that no one speaks. And it's like, yeah, you should know this language, you know, it's good for your future. And they're like, Father, why did I learn this language that no one speaks? It builds character. I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't. But maybe I should. No, but like, there are things that my parents just weren't very understanding of. That like, okay, maybe I keep this in mind so my kids don't go through the same thing and advance farther than me because of it. But yeah, no. So yes, I do love my mother very much, but if she ever gives me the opportunity to just like completely bitch at her, I will. I can't hesitate. Because man, did my mom when I was a kid treat me like I was just the dumbest thing on earth. And she only loved me when it was convenient for her or easy for her. Couldn't understand what you just said because I don't know the word. Treat me like I would be better off dead. Lovely 51 zeal, but of course. That's what I have, actually. 241. Yeah, that's... Yeah, if only. Demon Zuri, if only. And that's the other thing. It's because my mother treated me like that, I just didn't want to learn Spanish. Because in my head, why would I want to learn the language of this abusive, like, piece of shit person? Why would I want to learn their language? After day in and day out of just being... Yeah, that's it. Yep. And here's the thing that pissed me off the most. My dad knew English. And before they had me and my brother, they had 20 years in the States to learn English. Now, to be fair, my dad did learn. He learned a bit. He's gotten a lot better. I can tell gradually over the years. Like, he definitely knows English. But my mother, no. She can't do anything in English. And you know, when you first come to a country and you don't know the language, I'm very understanding of that. But when you have 20 years to learn the language that's mainly used in the country, especially back then, like that's where I'm actually getting pissed. Yeah, kind of the same reason I don't want to know Spanish. Yeah, it's a hell of a thing. Yeah. Like, that's where I stopped being understanding of my mother. It's like where they've had so many years. And I mean, so many. In the country. And then when we were born, they still didn't know the language. No. And then I just think about everything I went through because my mother just refused to learn the language. Even though she knew she was going to be here. My dad's family is the one who speaks Spanish. My mom's family doesn't know Spanish, and they're the ones who yell at me to learn it. Ah, no, fuck that. Again, it's nice to know other languages, but when you act... And that's the thing, it's like... I know speaking to a few... Because we actually knew a few of the families in my hometown who ran Spanish. No, they were Mexican. They ran Mexican restaurants. I don't have to be fucking PC. I don't care if Twitter. There's many Spanish speakers. No, they were actually Mexican. No, I actually went to school with them. Oh, we're gonna go visit some family. Oh, where are you going? Mexico. Makes sense. You've informed me multiple times you are indeed Mexican, but Twitter doesn't know that. They'll still bitch at me. Anyways, they're like, yeah, it's just easier if people know English when they come into our store. Like, yeah, if you know Spanish, go for it, but like, English is honestly just the better way to go with us. A, we get practice, and B, yeah. I wanted to feel superior. Well, psychotastic. That's why you need to learn a language no one speaks anymore. And don't do Latin. Yes, it's a dead language. But also there's plenty of people learning it, so don't do that language. But learn a language nobody knows, and then just like, they can't correct you if you're wrong. And then when they decide to look it up, you know, you just do the old razzle-dazzle them. It's like, you fucking thought I was wrong. You thought I was making things up. You know, you do that to them. Honestly, that just makes more sense for English. But speak Spanish fluently. Oh my gosh. There is one thing I've learned. Okay, this is one of my favorite things, is actually translation from English to Spanish. I actually enjoy that. I actually don't think I would mind being a translator, because I can totally see people getting on my cases where it's like, what is it? Oh, there was a phrase yesterday I was thinking of that like fits really good with what I was trying to give the example of. What was it? It had something to do with God. It was like not oh my god, it was something else. Fuck, what was it? Yeah, like I had no interest learning Spanish when I was a kid. Oof, my mother made it that way real easy. What was it though? What was it? What was the saying of God? It wasn't Madre de Dios, it wasn't that. It was something else. What was it? Let me give you the English. So the idea is gonna be like... No, I actually need to remember it now. Because the thing was, instead of saying blank blank God, you'd say blank blank Lord. Because it wouldn't sound right saying God in that context. Just like for a Spanish speaker, or not, English speaker. Like saying it, like you'd say Lord to make it sound like the sentence more natural. Oh, what was it? It was 3 words too. I can't remember it. It was only 3 words. I need to write shit down. I think I even forgot like an hour after I said it. You'd respond in German to gaslight them. Hell yeah, Demon Zuri. That was one thing I did like in high school. Because like... I don't... Alright, let me put it like this before Twitter cancels me. Fuck you, Twitter. That's my clarification. That's the thing I wanted to make sure I clarified for Twitter. So in my area, there was a lot of Mexicans. Sure, we had other Spanish speakers, but mainly, you know, it was people who descended from Mexico. Yes, I know, they're all Americans still, but a lot of the Spanish speakers we had in our area descended from Mexico. Most of them actually were first generation, actually, if I remember correctly. A lot of people were first generation Americans, actually. So their parents were from Mexico, and then they were born here in the States. Anyways. So, you know, usually you'd see a lot of people of Mexican descent, and, like, they'd all have, you know, certain features that look similar. And then when you got to me, like, I didn't look anything... Like, I just looked like an American. I just had a tan most of the year. Most people. So, because, like, I never really spoke Spanish, but I knew... Like, I was good at getting context, and, you know, I knew some words. Like, you'd have, like, some foreign exchange students who, like, they're like, oh yeah, they're Mexican, and they're like, oh, like, they're American. So, like, they sit right behind me. I remember specifically, there's 2 girls behind me, and, like, they both came from 2 different Spanish-speaking countries. They were foreign exchange students. And they were just talking, and I forget what about, but, like, I'm just listening, and I turn my chair around you. I just turned my chair around, and I go, you do know I know everything you're saying right now, don't you? It wasn't like they were bad-mouthing anyone, but, like, they're just, you know, they're just talking. They're like, wait, what? I was like, yeah, I know Spanish. And they were very surprised. And they're like, oh, you can speak Spanish to us? Like, no, not really. I just understand. So, like, they always... I think, like, they only cared very slightly that I knew. They're just like, oh, you know Spanish. Oh, fucking well. We'd still be saying this shit in English if we knew it. But Spanish was just easier for them to... It literally was. It was just easier for them to say these words. It was just easier to roll off the tongue for them to say it in Spanish. Oh, let me tell you a pun that apparently works in a lot of languages. Where does a cat go when they die? Purgatory. So in English, the pun works because with cats, we assume that, you know, they purr. That's the word. They purr a lot there. Or something like that. I don't know. I could bring the cat up to the mic, but I don't think she'd be... I think she'd be like... Ah! And then, like, she'd try to claw at my nipple. I don't want that. But, here's how the pun works in Spanish. ¿Dónde va gatos cuando mierda? Or... ¿Muerto? Cuando es mierdo. What? Ah, fuck out. Essentially... Morir? ¿Dónde va gatos cuando morir? Purgatorio. So purgatorio, and you have gato. And gato is cat in Spanish. And apparently it works in Italian as well. So yeah, there you go. There's this fun... Cuando mieren. Mieren. ¿A dónde van los gatos cuando mieren? Mieren? Is that how it is? Mieren? Mierda. Oh, it's shit, isn't it? Is mierda shit? Mierda. I knew it was an M word, I couldn't think of it. Moren. 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 That's close enough. Yeah, that's the... There are some words I absolutely struggle with. I think it is M words. Big as in Jamaican patillos, because no one pronounces patillos right when reading it. And whoever doesn't have the right accent tries to repeat it sounds like a dumbass. Joke's on you, Demon Zuri. I mostly sound like a dumbass regardless. That was one thing I was thinking about last night. Like, this voice you listen to, this is what you hear. But I always hear it different. Mueren, mueren, mueren. Mueren, mueren. That sounds right. That actually sounds more right. Mueren. Mueren. I should probably pull up Patwa. Patwa. Oh, that's interesting. Patwa. Yeah, like, so this is something I learned back in, as funny as it is to listen to your attempts at what? Speaking like a human being? Trying to gaslight me, are you? Alright, Pivot, get in the fucking Discord and try pronouncing Spanish for us, please. We'd all be very interested. I'm in here right now. Get in here. And turn off everything. Alright. Alright, Pivot. Would you please be so kind to the class to pronounce some Spanish? Oh. You're in here. Wait. Coroner, you didn't. Wait, what? My thing's not lining up. What is going on? Give me a second. Input device. Yes. Hello. Corner silence to my thing. Corner, are you listening right now and you just decided to deafen Pivot? No fucking way. Hello?
Hello.
Did Coroner mute you as soon as you, like, deafen you as soon as you came in?
It's more than that, Rikku. I was already deafened ahead of time. I've been deafened for days.
No fucking way.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what did you do?
I don't know.
Just auto-deafen to the server. No, there has to be something you did. There has to be.
Mm-mm. I did nothing.
You're lying to me.
¿Puedes hacerme un sándwich? That means, can you make me a sandwich in Spanish?
Can you repeat that, please?
¿Puedes hacerme un sándwich?
Sarmish. Sarmish. Even Psychopath is like, no. Puedes hacer un sandwich para yo. Yo quiero un sandwich. Asar, that's grill. That's a great question. Would you technically cook a ham sandwich?
I don't know. Would you cook a ham sandwich?
Well, technically, I do believe you would actually cook the ham in the sandwich, but you'd actually... Oh. That's
hey, Rikku.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me see if I can pronounce this correctly. Que bien te ves.
You're trying to... Puede hacerme un sandwich is the right phrase. Okay. Did you put that into Google Translate, Pivot?
No.
Or you just look up compliments in Spanish?
I'm looking up Spanish phrases and I'm seeing how it sounds when I try to pronounce them.
Yo, food podcast time with Pivot and Jim? Well, I mean, I've eaten Burger King in front of him, and I don't know how much Pivot appreciated that.
Oh, so good.
It's so good. Oh my... Oh, onion ring! I actually did get an onion ring in my fry thing. I actually wouldn't mind doing a food podcast.
¿Cuánto tiempo sin verte?
What? I'm legitimately wondering what you just said. Say that again?
¿Cuánto tiempo sin verte?
Apparently, what the fuck? I actually don't know that last word. Wow, Rikku, you're supposed to
Accord-
be the Spanish speaker.
According to this, it is long time no see.
Huh.
I'm actually impressed by its pronunciation. Is that worth a gold star?
Yeah, I think you just got a gold star. I know I actually got a gold star in the chat.
That gold star is going to be taken away the moment I see more complex words.
Well,
Parece que fue ayer, ¿no?
say that again?
Okay. Parece que fue ayer, ¿no?
Yeah, I think the rough translation, at least what I'm getting, is like that person's asking is like, oh, didn't that happen like a year ago or something?
No, that says seems like yesterday, doesn't it?
Oh, okay.
It's not like it's not a year is like what the fuck means a year? That's
Año.
like año, yeah. ¿Qué calor?
Ah,
Frío hace.
parece que pasó ayer, ¿no? Yep, okay. See, seeing it spelled out is a little easier.
No me vengas con esto ahora.
Don't come to me with this right now.
Pero ¿cómo puedes decir esto?
Oh, how can I say this?
There we go. Yep.
Ahora.
Ya lo sabía.
Oh, I already knew that.
You see, the thing is, I had like I somewhat know like the reason why my pronunciation isn't like that stupid. It is often stupid, but not that stupid. Is because I have taken Spanish classes before, and the thing that they drilled into me was pronunciation. Because just walking in and saying something like, "Oh, yo hablo español," if you get me.
Sí, yo entiendo. I don't know how I forget how our Spanish teacher tried to teach us Spanish. I know she was really good though, but it was just during that time I didn't care to learn Spanish. But she was good though, I will say that.
No puedo estar más seguro.
Oh, I couldn't be possibly more sure.
Exactly. I couldn't possibly be more sure that I have great pronunciation.
Pivot. Always trying to gaslight me. This is the thing. Here you can have years of English and people barely try to learn the pronunciation. Ah. That's the other thing though is there's like this famous video, infamous for it's this famous video of like this one woman in I forget if essentially this Asian woman was teaching English phrases, and one of the words she came up to was coke, and she pronounced it as cock.
Please
So
give me coke.
yeah, and it's like that's one of the other problems is like this cycle of like learning bad English is like you don't have someone that pronounces the word correctly. So like, as I mentioned before, here was this wonderful lady who's like she spoke Spanish and was like to any Spanish speakers like, oh naturally beautiful, and then like when she spoke English, just sound like any other Smo Joe just speaking English here in the state. Is like just kind of like me right now. You don't really hear an accent or anything. It's just me speaking.
I heard from a English from a not English from a foreign stand-up comedian that when learning English, the most complicated word is the word shit.
Ah, it's shit and yep. Because shit can be good or shit can be bad.
If something is shit, that means it's bad. If it's the shit, that means it's good.
Yeah,
If it's your shit, I don't care about it. If it's my shit, I care about it.
exactly. It's a word that can be used in a lot of situations. It's just kind of how like fuck is is like just the flavor you can add to almost any sentence and it just works.
It's not that it's hard to learn. It's just a complicated English word, considering its multi-definition.
Yep. And it has the one definition, but we've made it so that it isn't just the one. For a lot of things. Ah, yep. And see, that's the other thing is you have that benefit of that. Oh god, I just opened up mail. I don't need mail open. Baby, did you just leave and come back?
Yes.
Okay, just checking. Yeah, for you, you're able to just translate the concept pretty easily. Ha, get it? Translate. I'm great at this.
Lamau. I will never understand French, though. It's really hard.
For me, I just wasn't interested in all the the throats effects you have to do essentially when speaking it.
My school actually gave me the option. We only had two languages, like extra languages you could like take classes for,
Mm-hmm.
and it was Spanish or French. And the thing is, I don't know about you, but Texas is the farthest thing from French. So, realistically, the class that you were more likely to use was Spanish.
Well, yeah. Also, you're just close to the border, so Spanish in general just helps. Like hell, even up here, uh, Spanish is still like the best thing to learn. Even though we do have, we don't have Quebec actually too close to us, but no, Spanish is still like the better language to learn since it is like the second biggest language in the states, regardless.
I find it interesting that places in Europe and places other than Europe, like their extra language class is like English.
Yeah, SpongeBob is the best English teacher. Yeah.
We actually had someone in our high school that was a exchange student from Mexico,
Mm-hmm.
and he didn't know English very well, but by God, did he pass Spanish?
You know, yeah. Because I'm just thinking, like, you know, we speak English pretty well, but if we were to take an English test, would we actually pass? I know my parents wouldn't pass the Spanish test. They can. I don't even think they can write it at this point. Well, it makes sense for my dad. My mom, though, I think she can read Spanish fairly well. I think my dad can too, but if like they were to take like a practical exam, they wouldn't be able to pass. I hope they add French again to school curriculum here because we have a large quantity of Haitians right now. Ah, okay.
Did you did you ever have a class, Rikku, that was that seemed like it'd be really fun, but it was ruined by a gigantic stick in the mud teacher?
That's a good question, actually. Um, at my school, we didn't really have extra. So we just had our core fundamental classes, and we barely had any extracurricular besides like choir, and Spanish. I think I've already told you the Spanish story when I just quit.
I had I took multiple years of mythology,
Uh
and it was the worst teacher in the world, but I kept going because it was so interesting.
huh.
This is the type of person that would be like, I hated them so much. They were, oh my god. They imagine like the assholeness of the type of teacher that would be like, I don't know, can you use the restroom?
Oh.
Times like 50. During my senior year, during my last time that I actually had with her, I made it a point to make her class the one that was like the one that I cared the least about, and
Uh
I
huh.
made it show too. Like no matter what she did, she couldn't stop me from passing, especially at the end of the year. Like even if I made a 0 on every possible assignment, I would have still passed with like a 75.
Oh my gosh.
So what I did is I just took the last like month of her class. I took it as nap time.
Also, psychotastic. What's up with the double question mark? You got a question? I know I had a science teacher. She was really cool, and she had accused me of napping during her classes. You seem to have a variety of classes here, which is standard classes during the school. I mean, all I had was math, science, English, history. Oh, I did have one extracurricular one. I did have one, but we're not close enough. And by close enough, I mean I need to see a lot more money in my PayPal before. Also, paper's really loud. Thank you. I'll turn them down. We'll do -8 decibel.
All right, cool. The thing about that class that I love the most, Rikku, would have to be I don't know, I guess I just love mythology. From Greek to Roman to fucking Norse to Chinese to Indian to fucking uh which one was that one? Egyptian to which one was the topic of I, he's a really fucking popular fake character and a gigantic blonde asshole. What's it? Gilgamesh.
Gilgamesh, the best. The king of heroes.
I forget which
The
one he came
first
from.
hero. Gilgamesh is the absolute fucking best. All treasures descended from Gilgamesh's vault. I love that idea. And then Enkidu, Ishtar. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, there's a series called Fates. And so essentially all you need to know is historical figures from the past are summoned to engage in essentially wars for humanity. Um, and the greatest heroic spirits that gets summoned ever is Gilgamesh. Um, even at so let's think of it like this: power creep. It's a thing in video games, right? Despite everything that gets added in, like there's been some ridiculous things added into the lore of Fates. Gilgamesh still remains on top. And like very little about him has changed in the lore of Fates. Like, what is it? They recently. Oh, what was his name? I. It wasn't Art. Was it Artemis? No. Who do you get? What do you get? But like, there is a hero that was originally added to Fates. That's like in the story, he's shown to have these amazing feats, and he's also in the same class. Also, these heroic spirits have classes. Same class as Gilgamesh, and Gilgamesh could still probably take him down.
Class as Gilgamesh is in like Archer or
He's
like
yes, Archer. Also Hercules. Hercules at his strongest would be Archer. Uh Gilgamesh could still take him down. Like there's just a lot of people who have been added into Fate and talked about extensively. And you think about their powers and everything, it's just like Gilgamesh could still take them, which is very interesting.
what about
Like
Ozymandias?
so Gilgamesh would win still that one. But people have interpreted it as they actually just get along super well because they both have that higher than you complex. But in Osmandius' case, like he is justified because he is a pharaoh, and he is one of the greatest pharaohs of all time in his eyes. And Gilgamesh, being the first hero, also one of the first kings, with his higher than ye complex. Like they just try to outdo each other. But the thing that brings them back down to like normality is Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh would be Enkidu, and Osmandius would be his wife, and they'd be just like, "Oh, I had a lovely dinner. Oh, I did too. Thank you for providing." As these two try to boast, and like they just drag each like Enkidu and Osmandius' wife would drag their respective partner away. I was like, "Okay, we're done here." But no, Gilgamesh Archer. Gilgamesh is just amazing. He's so good. And as the series has progressed and he's been more fleshed out, it just keeps proving that he's just right more and more. Hmm. He is by far my favorite archer.
But Rikku, he's not
Why?
just an archer; he's also a caster in the future.
Yeah. And he's also like one of the best casters besides like of course we can talk gameplay wise, but no, he's a really strong caster. He's able to do a lot of dumb things.
Ugh. I'm pretty sure I saved that old account where my first fucking 5-star was Archer Gilgamesh. Or I guess they're 4 stars.
4 stars caster, 5 stars archer.
Hmm.
But I know Osmandius is also amazing. He's really good. Though, is he my favorite writer? No, because Astolfo's a writer.
Oh my god.
And then Caster's Needlecrease, because Needlecrease is just hilarious. Uh, Saber's Astolfo. Lancer is Cucullin, because Cucullin is the best dog. But who's another Lancer who's actually really good that I like? It'd probably be the one Lancer they just added, Nagato, I think. Assassin has to be Grant Hassan. He's just a grandpa. That's all he is. It's just a grandpa. Or a first Hassan. Well, grandpa. Grandpa Hassan and first Hassan are the same thing. But yeah. Let's see, what other class? Assassin, caster, rider. Oh yeah, Berserker. Who's my favorite Berserker? Can't think of Fate Berserker right now.
I don't know much about Fate, or not nearly as much as you.
I really like Fate. I really like it.
So I only have like two. I only know enough to have like two favorites in like two categories, which is like
I was gonna
favorite
listen to.
Saber Mordred, second favorite
Ah,
Gawain.
the Sun Boy.
I fucking love Gawain.
He is hilarious. I also like that he is a legitimate threat. When he's introduced in the story.
I love him even more because of his actual origin story, like based in real mythology or
Uh huh.
air quotations real mythology.
Yep.
Because Gawain was created after Christianity got back a hold of the Arthurian story, and like they were the ones that continued the. I'm just gonna call it the canon fan fiction
Yep. Yep.
because Lancelot was created during the Renaissance and during like when the French were writing for it more than ever, really.
Ah.
And Lancelot was created during the time when like courting a woman that was already married was seen as like regal, majestic, and like knightly.
Ooh.
So that's the entire reason behind like why he was created to like have courted Arthur's wife and everything. And then
Yep.
when the Christians got a hold of it, they were like, that shit, heresy. And so they created Gawain just to like be a better knight that dunks on him at any fucking point in time.
That's
When they were
interesting.
searching for the when they were searching for the Holy Grail, the entire time he was trying to like prove himself. Like Lancelot was trying to prove himself as like the knight that was going to find it, but every single step that he took in that story, he got shit on super hard, and Gawain got like praised.
Lamau. Because I know at least the only thing I know about the mythologies is how they're kind of interpreted in Fate Grand Order, or just Fate in general. Um, so Gawain, he's a sun bro and becomes pretty much invincible under sunlight. And in Fate, Lancelot is the greatest swordsman of the Round Table, but I think under sunlight, like Gawain will win every time. But just in general, Lancelot is the greatest swordsman in the Round Table, and Galahad is the greatest knight in general, or should I say, period of the Round Table.
So you're telling me that he's literally the definition of 50% of the time it works 100% of the time.
Who, Lancelot or Gawain?
Gawain.
Like you can't beat him under sunlight. It's impossible, if I remember right. Like I think how
Yep.
Fate does it is like if he's
50% of the time it works 100% of the time.
yep, and at under high noon, he is at his strongest, just like Escanor.
Next time they have a Gawain banner, you should tell me.
He should have one in a year or so because they gave him updates where they actually put on his whole thing of like, hey, I'm the strongest under sunlight, and that's what some of my skills rely on. Let me just have a skill that puts an artificial sun right above me, so all of my powerful skills activate.
I'm sorry, is he a fucking Saiyan?
He does become essentially a Super Saiyan, and it's hilarious. Like, it is so great how strong he becomes under sunlight. No, Gawain's really good. I think I have him, and I'm just waiting for that buff. If they haven't already done it to him, at least.
After that, you can't go wrong with my favorite rider, Iskander.
Iskander, yes. He's really good. He really was just a bro, at least how Fate interpreted him. Also, just so you know, for anyone who doesn't know Fate, yes, a lot of historical figures did a lot of bad things in their lifespan, but to me, and from what I've seen from Fate in general, Fate Go is like the most positive interpretation of humanity because you have a lot of people who did
Hold on,
atrocious
got a call.
acts. Oh, that's fine. So I'll just tell you this when pivots away. So Fate Grand Order, a lot of the historic figures, yes, a lot of them have done bad things, but a lot of them mellow out, like after they died, and their whole who they work under also changes some things. But typically, a lot of them are mellowed out, and they're like, I did some bad things. Like I wish I could have done a few things differently. Except for Saber Artoria. It's only recently, with material she's been in, where she's looked back and like, yeah, maybe I could have done things some differently. But usually she's pretty hard headed about these things. But anyways, so like usually, uh, so when these historical figures get summoned, they're called servants, and they're bound by a contract essentially to work under the person who summoned them. If not, they'll actually die. So they usually just do the job, and most of the time they'll like have debates with their masters about what they really want and like what they're doing. Because again, a lot of them have lived, and a lot of them have done horrible things. So like, do you really want to go through with this? Do you really want to? Because I'll tell you, you may not be satisfied with what you get. So usually it's the humans of current age of or the people who are summoning these servants that are the ones that are committing horrible acts. Well, the servants are usually the ones that are like the beacons of like what you should be as a person, despite what some of them have done, despite the atrocities some of them have committed. They'll like after they've died, again, they'll be like, I know what I did and I chose what I did, so I'll stick by it. But if you're to ask me if I'm happy with everything, no. But I made my choice, and I can't go back. Except of course, I can't. Of course, uh, King Arthur is not like that though, because that's kind of central to their whole plot line in Fate. So yeah. What was I talking about before? Oh yeah, Ishkander. Yeah, no, Fate is really great. I love it. Also, oh my gosh. So I'm going to talk about Astolfo for a second. So apparently, in the world of Fate, um, what they say? Out BGF. Um, so Astolfo's gone through a few things, and he was actually a knight of Charlemagne, and he was French. But Astolfo was given like stupid high luck, and also like Astolfo is kind of a bit of a romancer. So Astolfo, a lot of people in the hello,
I'm back, bitches.
hello. I was just talking about Astolfo and the lore of Astolfo.
The lore, yes, the lore going insane.
But yeah, Astolfo is he's a very lucky man. He has okay. So in the Knights of Charlemagne, there are a collective of like 3 to 4 brain cells between all of them. And Astolfo is the majority stakeholder in those brain cells. So despite like how insane Astolfo is, he is the most logical individual in the group. Um, and he's also the luckiest member in the all of Knights of Charlemagne. So he is the weak. I think he is the weakest knight, but in most fights he will win. Because first off, his extraordinary luck, but also because of the many gifts he's been given throughout his adventures. So he has a lot of things called noble phantasms, which are like the thing that defines you as a servant. That thing that like defines you, what made you famous, or one of the main aspects. So like, what's King Arthur's? It's Excalibur. But anyways, so Stolful will typically win because they're extremely lucky, and also because they have various tools that they've been given throughout their adventures. So, Astolfo, a lot of people like to draw him, like to interpret him, if you were to be in a relationship, as like the submissive person that like is a bottom. But apparently, back in his heyday when he was alive, he was a mass seducer. Like it went into the hundreds, if not thousands, of people he seduced. And there's a famous line that he said. Again, this is in Fate, where it's if Roland were to if Roland were to do any action that was lewd or considered crude, he'd be thrown to jail. If I were to do anything like that, they'd write an article about me praising me. Because like no one, like people couldn't really hold themselves to like hate a Stoffel. So yeah, there's a bit about Stoffel.
So yeah.
I'm actually gonna get out of this. I don't want to do this mini game
Why is
anymore
that?
right
What
now.
are you going to get out of, Rikku?
This mini game, I don't want to do it anymore. It's not worth it.
Come on, Rikku. That's quitter talk.
I know it is, and that's why I'm doing it. Because I want to quit.
You can't do that.
Alright, take these. Take... Oh yeah, this needs to be moved, actually. Move this over. Alright. Oh, I'm so tired.
Rikku, why are you tired?
Because I didn't sleep last night. Also, we have 6 viewers on Twitch. What the actual crap? Hello, everybody. It's me. I am a streamer. So you might be noticing, why am I called Rikku instead of Jim on Twitch? That's a great question, and here's the answer to that. Because I wanted to rebrand, but I didn't actually care to rebrand. So I was like, wouldn't it be funny if I just had 2 different names for these channels? One of them I'm just called Jim, one of them is called Rikku. I'm a funny man. You're called Jim on Twitch. Yes, I am.
Hello,
Yeah.
Jim on Twitch.
You're a P of it. But yeah, so recently someone was talking about like how hard it is to rebrand, and I was just like, it actually is really easy. You just have to change your name and then just change the logos associated with it. Hell, like even be a place marker saying hello.
Rikku, do you even have a logo?
On Twitch? No. Actually, do I?
I mean, in general.
Do I have a logo? Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I'll pull it up right now. This is nothing. Let me fix that. All right, here's the logo I have. I'll just pull it up real quick. I have to browse though. So I know some of you are here for RuneScape, but we'll get to RuneScape. And I know I was talking about Fate. We'll get back to Fate. Don't you worry. It's this. You got Tamamo Cat, you have the Wiggler, you have Monica, and you have Neko Arc Bubbles from Carnival Phantasm. Oh, wait, no, this isn't the final version. There's a Soil on one of these. Where is Soil? Oh, there she is. There we go. See? This is my logo pivot.
It's beautiful.
See, you get how I'm a VTuber from this image. You get what my whole thing is about with this one image. You know, if I were to change anything about this, I'd probably change the head on the right, like the project. Okay, there's two cat faces on this technically. I understand that, but follow me on this one. So on the left, you have the pink-haired one. On the right, you have like the blondish one. I'd probably tilt the head a little more. Yeah, I'd probably tilt the head a bit more. The crazy cat face is gonna stay. That ain't changing.
We're a family-owned business, as well as a proud member of the Pride of Dakota brand, with bakeries located in North Dakota, Arizona, and Kansas. We strive to grow our pretzel brand far enough to so everyone who could to so any God, we strive to grow our pretzel brand far enough so anyone who would like to enjoy them can.
And did you enjoy Pivot? Did you enjoy that pretzel?
These things are called home style pretzels.
Yes.
I took a bite of them, and they were spicy. There was no mention on the bag that they were spicy.
Are you sure it's just not pepper?
I don't think pepper is spicy.
We lost a
There's
person
black
because of
pepper.
my business banner. They just don't understand graphics design is my passion. I'm still surprised we have so many people.
When it comes down to it, Rikku, retaining viewership is kind of like an art, and I'm not an artist.
I am, though. Do you see this business logo I made? Oh,
Oh
now
yes,
look
of course.
before.
It's a beautiful business for it's a beautiful business logo for a beautiful business that's in the business of making business.
I like it. I like it a lot. I should. I don't like I have to wear my fire cape to get the most bonuses out of this. Because fire key is mainly for physical. Alright, we're gonna move this down. I promise we'll get back to RuneScape. I don't get distracted. I purposely don't do things because I don't want to do them. Always remember that.
Also,
Yeah.
Psychotastic gave me a fucking wonderful idea.
Was it the cowboy hat idea for your badge?
No, it's not that. Okay, that's a good idea, but that's not the idea I'm talking about.
Okay, what's the idea?
The idea that I'm talking about is when I get big enough, starting an OnlyFans, but only posting like painting Warhammer models on the OnlyFans.
Oh yeah. Just like how if I were to start an OnlyFans, it'd just be RuneScape content.
Yes.
Alright, I know what I have to do, but I don't want to do it. Okay. One, one, two, three, one. And then let's just get the staff. You okay there, bud?
This is a creepy ass chair.
Okay, it was a chair.
Don't worry, I wouldn't be on the stream on the toilet.
Oh no! Okay, that wasn't my first thought. Oh, look at all these natural minerals and herbs in my shampoo.
Okay, then what was the first thought? Hold on.
Farts. A fart. You can fart outside of the bathroom pivot.
I guess you're right. You can do that. That'd be a loud ass fart though.
I don't do that though, because I'm an idol. I don't fart.
Haha.
I support healthy content unless you are desperate. Then I support feet. Excuse me?
You don't understand. I'm pretending to be a woman online, so I can't fart.
I wonder if the people who are in here right now just watching this are just like, let me see if any of them have left. Nope. They're just like, I'm disgusted, but I'm also interested in what this man is selling while playing RuneScape, while he shoves his business logo right in front of me. While also no audio from the game is playing. It's just them talking.
This man is selling good business. Maybe I should invest.
Oh, you're gonna have to tell me later on how to put things below my stream because I don't think I have anything down there.
Oh, dude, you think I fucking know how to do that?
but you have things down there already.
I don't know how I got that there.
The donation link and all that? You don't know how?
Oh,
You
okay, well, the donation link, it's like, I guess, but the schedule, the stream schedule, I somehow put that down there, and I was like, I gotta go in and edit that because it's not accurate. But I don't know how the fuck I got it there.
psychotastic. Can you please help us dum-dums later on? Actually, no, Pivot will be busy with D&D.
No, that's tomorrow. It was canceled.
Ah,
Someone has to help their grandmother move things because their grandmother suffered a spinal injury.
fix call, but you never called Pivot. Oh, also psychotastic. We're going.
Psychotastic. The thing is, on Saturday, when I said I was going to call, it ended up being a very, very bad time to do that. Listen, you don't understand. I'm not gonna be that person that like listen,
Oh,
someone spotted me $10 for gas, and then we're like, hey, do you want to hang out? And I'm not gonna say no after they spotted me $10 for gas.
seems like a pretty not alpha move to do.
Exactly. So I was busy Saturday.
No, that's what I mean. Is you saying yes?
Oh,
Just
hold
you
on
should have just
one sec.
taken the money, and you gone again. It always seems like to be a bad time. Ah, yeah. So I don't get. See, I get the excuse. Pivot doesn't. I don't like. I don't know Twitch. I don't even know YouTube. Well, no, YouTube's really easy actually. Like if YouTube, I just throw everything in the description. Can I organize and clean it up better? Of course. I'm not gonna deny that. But I'm not gonna. All but one. All but one. All right. So what we're gonna do is Littersman Shamans. So you might be asking, why do I have the Carol's crossbow? For any of you who know RuneScape, uh, so I did a couple of tests, um, and I compared the DPS. Or no, what I did was I compared how much experience I was getting from the Carol's crossbow and the toxic blowpipe. Because in all honesty, the amount of experience I get is from the amount of kills I get. So the Carol's crossbow, and maybe all these tests were really bad. So I only had one scenario where the toxic blowpipe gave me more experience slash more kills in 50 minutes. Corner fix center. Okay. Um, but the Carol's crossbow was like, well, this has higher what's the word? Accuracy, because remember, blowpipe was nerfed, and I'm using adamant darts instead of whatever's higher up. So rune, amnestist, dragon, and I have only 87 range, and I don't. Let's see, I have a fury, and I have an archer's ring imbued. So the Carol's crossbow, for a reason, gave me more experience consistently. I think I got like 46 consistently. While the toxic blowpipe, I had a high of 49k experience an hour. So, and then the actual gain experience, of course, was like 36 or whatever, 38 or something. But then every other time, my expected experience gain was 42, and after an hour, I did only get like 32 or something. While the Carol's crossbow has been consistently, oh, you'll get around 46,000 experience an hour, and I got like, what was it, 335,000. So yeah, that's why I'm using Carol's crossbow. It just seems to give me better DPS with the setup I'm rolling with right now. I thought with all the accuracy increasement, the range actually, that the Shiznayas I was gonna give, it was gonna, kind of alleviate it. Not really. But again, from what I tested, I could be entirely wrong. I'd love to see someone like actually thoroughly test it. I could be that person, but I don't care to be that person. So I'm just gonna go do the thing that I think is right. And I lost people due to that explanation. Good, we're back on track. Do I really want to do this for 50 minutes? That's the thing. If I decide to do this right now, I'm stuck in here for 50 minutes. Because I don't like having leftover supplies and not like, what should I move? Should I do it like, no. I'm a big man. I'm a big, strong man who knows what they're doing. All right. I should probably enable sound. All right. I will be right back. Give me a second. Just gonna. That stays there. Whatever. My soul will leave my body. Whatever. Don't care. All right. Did anyone join? Clocked in? No. Okay. All right. Da, da. Really want to do this? Do I really want to do this right now? Oh my gosh, the Discord thing works. You go right there.
What?
The Discord thing works. As in, you popped up on my screen.
Oh. Do you have me as the jump thing or something?
Yes. As in your model.
Oh.
Not the thing Demon Zuri made. So it's like when you talk, like you light up, and when you don't talk.
Oh, you actually set that up.
Well, no. I had it set up. I've had it set up. It works. It's just that
you just never use it. I understand.
Listen, all right. It's just that I don't have it set up in all of my scenes. Okay, listen. There's other, people who do this that like they only have one scene. It's like their general gameplay one. I have 10 for games.
Oh yeah, forget your I like that I could say internet historian, but I really just choose to say Rikku scenes. Because really you're the most consistent, inconsistent person I've ever met with like layouts.
They always change. That's why I don't want to pay someone for an overlay that gets used for one stream only.
Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. I still gotta go and get you that special opening.
Oh my god! I'm cringing thinking about that.
You're what?
I'm cringing thinking about that.
What cringing? It's hilarious. I don't know whether
don't misunderstand. It is hilarious, but just the idea that I have like a 30-minute. I know that what you're gonna get me is only gonna be like 20 seconds, but Lord knows I'm gonna loop that bad boy real hard.
I'm thinking about one or two, and I want to get one that's like that thing that's like like the stupid music and it's super obnoxious, and the other one is like the big movie presentation. Ooh,
the red carpet one.
The red carpet going to a big movie with 6 pictures of Rikku fan art leading to your stream.
It's all movie poster style.
Oh. Oh my god. Yeah, Pivot was just like, hey, yeah, please undeafen me. And I was like, oh yeah. Because he hadn't, Pivot hadn't, I was supposed to do that before, but I can't do it unless he's in a call. So the moment he leaves, I can't do it. And I tried to do it before, but he just went to another server, so I was like, alright, I'm too tired anyways to fix the problem.
Lamau.
But yeah, he's like, corner. Yeah. Fix the problem. I was like, okay. Yeah, okay, whatever. I say it's a feature, but...
I didn't know I was live with Todd Howard here.
Oh my god.
I don't know if
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
I regret asking for a podcast because I didn't realize it was the same as asking for wanting an image on a t-shirt.
What?
I got a bunch of bots on my fucking comment. This is the most comments I've ever gotten. And it's either bots or people sweaty wanting me to listen to their podcast that only has maybe one listener.
It's like when I made the tweet about being like a Twitch affiliate or something, and like someone threw in their fucking mixtape.
Oh my god, yeah.
Dude, nice Twitch affiliation, but have you heard this fire mixtape though?
It was so good. I loved it.
Let me read to you. Because I was like, I have 9 notifications. I was like, what the fuck? Right?
You should listen to Beanie's notification.
No, because I know what it is.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, I know. And I heard Adeptus, and I'm like, it's a fucking Warhammer, isn't it? I'm not stupid.
But you should.
Yeah. Anyway.
It's literally a podcast about a guy explaining... Okay, fine. Finish your sentence. I don't care.
Anyway. Alright, yeah, okay. So I got a couple... I know the real ones because I know who these are. Like G-Soggy, Beanie, Pivot. Even Psychotastic chimes in as to suggest this Sardonicast. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And then let me get to the ones that are like sweaty people, and then the ones that Twitter just didn't give me notifications for because they were like, these are bots or you probably don't want to listen, right? Here's one. I don't even want to link this because it just no shame in my podcast name, celebrating the stories behind names every Monday for the most part.
I want to steal that.
Another one, even the Score podcast. Give ours a listen. We talk about soundtrack scores from movies, TV shows, and video games, everything, and blah 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 blah. Okay, I don't care. Another one, best film ever. Parentheses podcast. If you're into films at all, I'm gonna call my shot and say that we are excellent. We do deep dives. Alright, I'm skipping.
Also, Demon Zeri says hello, Corn.
Hey, Demon Zeri. The Royal Diaries Unlocking History. We're 2 sisters rereading the Royal Diaries, sharing the stories of girls who became whatever.
Why don't we have a podcast?
You know what, Corner?
What?
Fuck you. I respect the hustle.
And then another one here is Mr. and Mrs. Strong talk shit and conspiracy. We talk everything from Walt Disney been frozen to flat earth, plus we are English and married. Next.
I like that pivot. You're a little triumphant, a little stand for these people, and wasn't even acknowledged.
Episode 45, our relationship with wrestling. This week we are joined with incredible and very knowledgeable Jose Matos from Crit. And then the last one is check out Ivy and just search for any topic you're interested in. We have over 1 million topics and people our listeners can follow to help you discover more great new podcast content.
Okay, listen. Corner claims to be like, oh, hashtag capitalist Mondays, but the thing is, she doesn't even respect the hustle.
Because it's not hers.
It's not my hustle.
Yeah, you expect people to respect your hustle, and you're sitting here laughing at the people that are hustling.
So you would Psychotastic like, no, Pivot, no.
Half of these are bots. What the fuck are you talking about?
Also, hey KK, how you doing? From Psychotastic.
Hey, I'm doing wonderful. Hi. How wouldn't you listen to these thousands of topics? Pivot. No, exactly. Also, they all sound the samey. It's like movies. It's like, all right, oh, I don't know, shit. I don't know.
What is Pip saying? He's saying nothing right now. He's been put in his place by Coroner.
Listen, what if we started a podcast and we wanted to hustle?
Pivot, you already know I'm gonna put my links to politicians already. Just like internet historian taught me. Will it be in bad taste? Yes. But most politicians are already in bad taste already. So I'm just playing in even grounds.
I thought of the fun. So I was listening to the ones I've been listening to. I was H3H3 or whatever, but that's not relevant. What's relevant is the fact that one of them. So I don't listen. I only listen. I don't look because again, podcasts for me, I gotta listen. I can't look at my phone, right? There was one that he had to talk to Steven Crowder or whatever, and I was like, all right, these people are gonna have a conversation, a normal conversation. I'm so stupid. I was so wrong. The moment they start the podcast, it was 4 people, like people yelling at each other, and I was so like, I wanted to skip over, but I couldn't. It was like hell. Oh my god.
That's what you get for listening to the H3H3 podcast.
No, usually they talk to each other, but it was because this was like...
Isn't Steven Crowder that guy that did the change my mind thing?
Yep, he is the meme.
Oh, he's that meme. So... I don't know, he's like... He's so ridiculous, but also is so offensive that I don't know. I'm like... my emotions flip-flop super hard when I...
I'll always remember... Like,
oh my god,
when he was on the Joe Rogan podcast.
Oh my goodness.
Like, Joe Rogan was trying to question him on some of the shit that like he's put as titles for his headlines. He's like, "Isn't this just disrespectful?" I was like, "No, it's just a joke." And then I always remember like whenever like Ben Shapiro's on, they'll have like a nice conversation or whatever.
Yeah.
And they're just going back and forth with Steven Crowder. It always seems like it's a back and forth between him and others.
So, like, Ben Shapiro, I can't even be mad because he's just memeable at this point. Like, he does a video trying to review WAP. So, like, I don't know, I can't take it seriously.
So what if, global warming's... And,
he's just funny. I can't take him seriously. Like, I'm honest,
You think that people aren't going to sell their homes and move?
He's just, to me, like... Yeah, he says stupid shit, but it's just too funny for me to be mad. You know what I mean?
I'll always love his review of
funny.
Home Depot wood. This right here.
Oh my god!
Wonderful piece of wood. Beautiful, strong, durable. Trash taste. Oh
yeah, that's another one I could listen. That's true. That's another one I could listen to. There are like 3 people that actually live in Japan.
You think about not wanting to be in Japan anymore. I think that was a conversation point they had.
I remember there was a thing. I follow I think all 3 of them on Twitter, and I remember that Joey, the anime man, was taking his vaccine, and the fucking like what are they called? Like Prime Minister or of Japan? Right? I think that's what it
Prime
is.
Minister, yep.
He was watching him intensely taking his vaccine shot. And that was on the news. It was hilarious.
Oh my god.
He was in a room. So here's the thing. Japan right now fucking hates foreigners, right? They think they're the reason why they got COVID,
Well, with some of the shit that happened early on, I don't blame them.
Yeah, but like but the thing is that like they've always been, but they're super racist, right, against people, like, but just not in an egregiously obvious way, right? It's like really passive aggressive,
Yes.
Like they've always been for everything. So they're taking their shots because they're the first few people that are actually like, foreigners, even though they've lived there for quite a long time, foreigners taking their shots, and like the equivalent to the president, prime minister, is just watching over them in a separate room intently, and that was all over the news, and that was super memed on.
This is a good podcast to listen to while I go get donuts.
Yeah. If you like podcasts about people in Japan, there's abroad in Japan. You might have seen him in Joey's stories, probably. I think I've seen a few of his videos, actually.
I think so too. That channel does sound familiar.
Yeah, I've seen it. I follow. I feel like there's just some people I forget have podcasts. Like when you brought up Sardana Cast and officials, like, oh yeah, like fucking Adam Critical. Like now they're coming to me. It's just that like because I've been listening to H3, I hate that it's now flooded on my feed, and it's like I'm gonna run out because I have multiple days that I work, and these podcasts are only about an hour or two, and if you have 40 episodes, they're gonna run out because I work 8 hours.
You could just listen to
That's why you should listen to the official podcast.
Night
is like
Vale, yeah, I've thought
episodes.
about it, but the problem is that there's a plot, and I kind of want to listen to it.
Trust
but the thing
me.
is, I'm also working.
It's not one you have to keep track of too much.
Oh yeah, actually, you're right, because it's like news and stuff like that, and it's like a side. It's like in the background.
Like
you're right. It's been a while.
It's like almost every 10 episodes you might get a bit of plot.
Have you ever thought about audiobooks?
Again, no, not audiobooks. I already told you why I can't listen to audiobooks at
Pivot.
work.
All right, listen. We only sell out when they send the paycheck. We don't chill just yet, except for. I got it.
No, I'm gonna tell you that right now. 2 reasons. 2 reasons. No, and also, oh, there we go. Yeah, no, and we aren't chilling out yet. Until I see a request that I'm gonna get paid for, I'm not chilling. So no audiobooks till then.
Damn.
Who doesn't like to listen to Zoomer, a British and furry talk about films? I like that even though they're all like very critical of films, there's just things that some of them will like that the others are like, I don't understand. You know what I mean? And I kind of like that because, like, at least they're not, like, in their own little hole of, like, you know, analysis. We all like the same thing. At least they'll be like, no, it sucks. And it's like, actually, I think it's fucking hilarious, you know? Do they get a bit of...
illegal until money?
Trying to make Big KK's book club a thing. Yeah, I gotta read. I had a list of Amazon things that I wanted, of books I wanted to read and eventually talk about. But at the same time, it's like I'm so lazy, and also I'm paying things off right now. So every time I look at that, I look shameful.
Pivot's book club is probably much more likely. Corner can't sit down and read a book. She doesn't have the attention span.
Those are fighting words coming from you, big boy.
What? Wait a minute. What?
I've read a lot of books in my time.
You're cute. Excuse me? What?
This is a podcast.
You've read a lot of books in your time. Excuse me?
I have read a lot of books, actually.
See,
thank you very much.
All right, let me tell you again. Or no. Let me tell you how you could have made this a lot more agreeable. You could have said, hey, I've read a lot of books. Instead, you decide to go, Corner couldn't handle reading a book. I have better attention span. When you forget and you don't even pay attention to what we're talking about most of the time.
There is a difference between being forgetful and having a bad attention span. I can sit there and focus on something for like ever, as long as I have like a stress ball, because like I have to work on something. But how do you think I can paint for like 12 hours at a time? I have the attention span.
Pivot can't even read chat. What is he saying?
Can't even read chat.
But yes, I actually have read books about Warhammer. I've read books about a lot of different things that I like. And I've read
Fantastic.
books about
Can
things that I
Demon Zuri
didn't
get a
think
gold
I
star?
Oh my god.
Why do you think I don't read books?
Because attention
You know
span.
what? You know what? I'll see what I have left. It's probably really cheap. I'm just gonna buy the ABC murder book and I'm just gonna read it because I can't listen to this.
Why do you think I don't read?
Because you're. Oh, he's still on this! We've already said it, Pivot. Attention span.
Listen, just
It's
let
like
him.
you won't listen.
Just let him. Let him. Listen, sometimes you just have to let him. It's fine. It's
Corner
fine.
knows how much I like reading. I used to be the type of person in school to where I would get a hold of a book and I wouldn't fucking stop reading it and everything else would cease to exist around me.
Was
Do you
that
get
before
what I mean?
or after you give kids
You've
swirlies?
never told me about your obsession with reading. No.
It's because I get way too immersed. Because the thing is, when I'm reading something, I can't hear. And I can't perceive anything else around me.
What's the last book you read?
The last book that I read,
And you
it was
can't
something from the
count, and you cannot count D&D campaigns. You cannot count those.
Okay. I read something from the Caiaphas Cain trilogy.
Like an actual book.
Mm-hmm.
Caiaphas Cain trilogy. Is it just a Warhammer thing?
Yes. They're actually almost done writing the entire Horus Heresy series.
I see.
If you want to count non-Warhammer, that would have to be Halo Ghost of Onyx.
It's just another game.
If you want to count non-video game books.
Wait, Gordon, don't you know video games can have great stories as well? That you are engaged in and reading? Don't you give me this high artsy stuff.
If you want to count non-video game books, it would be The Hobbit.
When did you read The Hobbit?
A short book
I saw how
about short people or a short man.
Isn't The Hobbit short? But then I guess it's short compared to every... No, actually, wait.
The Hobbit is a larger book than the other three books, but the other three books combined are much larger than The Hobbit.
Okay. When did you read The Hobbit is a short book?
A short book? About short
How many pages? Well, it depends on how many words it is. And the contents of it.
At least I'm not a liar like Pivot and just straight up saying I don't read.
But I do read.
When did you read The Hobbit?
It was like a year and a half ago.
The Hobbit's pretty long. The Hobbit's like 95k words. It's pretty big. That's a pretty decently meaty book. It's bigger than a young adult novel. No. I'll give Pivot credit. I think he's probably read more recent than I have. But the disrespect you just gave me right now, I'm not taking the slander.
You're selling yourself short.
How am I selling myself short?
You've been reading Umineko.
That's true. Sits down. Okay.
But so have I.
You've been listening. Well, no, I guess, yeah.
He's been reading every so often. Remember, he has to multitask apparently while doing things like this.
But I've been paying attention.
You didn't read the first episode, I think. The second episode. When did you start getting into it? Episode 4, I think. I
No.
ran through the trenches of
What
episode
happened is
1.
I was with you through episode 1. I was there for half of episode 2. And I really started getting into it episode 3.
I dug through the trenches of Umineko. I'll give myself more credit there, and I've been wanting to go back. Actually, we're supposed to go back today. Speaking of reading.
Another thing is,
Huh.
there's of course the Percy Jackson series, although you read the second series on that, I did not.
I did read the second series, though I haven't finished it. I read through half of that series. And I have the fourth book, and I don't have the fifth. So, yeah.
I read an entire, 5 fucking book series about a giant shark.
What have I read? I've sat things down. I've read through everything that was popular, except 50 Shades of Grey. That one I did not read. I only read reviews. So my mom gave me a Kindle, right? But it was a paper, called the paper Kindle, which means there's no color, and all you can read on that is Amazon reviews, right?
Mm-hmm.
So unless I wanted to read a book or buy a book, I only had reviews. I did not see the worth of reading 50 Shades of Grey because the reviews were more funny than anything I could have read from the book. And I just didn't want to read about it.
Psychotastic. I read a book that was turned into a movie about a World War II prisoner of war.
Let me see.
You want to know what book I want to read?
What do you want to read?
It's this book about a hardened individual, and right now in his life he's going through a lot of troubling times. But he meets another individual, a woman who's also going through a tough time, and he starts giving her the hard business. It's an erotica novel about some hard detective giving it hard. I need to find this book. I need this right now. Okay, give me a second.
Is this a meme or is it a legitimate book?
It's a legitimate book, but it's also a meme. And it's just think the dialogue you think from this isn't a beach, it's a bathtub.
Oh my god.
It's that levels of writing. That's what I was trying to get to.
That's really funny. So it's an erotica, but it's basically if the porn dialogue was the book.
Yes, it's so good. It's so good. It's like,
oh my god.
Oh, please. Detect what's going down in my britches. As Chad Hardwick proceeds to investigate what is going on in her loins, he discovers that the dam may have busted.
If that's a whole book, I'll read it.
It is.
To keep that up for a whole book, I have to read. I have to read how they keep doing it. I have to know now.
There's also a video of some dude reading from it. It's he does that. Oh my gosh, my brother knows the name of it. But he's not here right now. What is it?
I have the other books that I have besides that, or anything that is a criminal justice book, I usually keep the PDF or textbook to read for later. Because anyways, it's hard to sell it back anyway, but usually the other books I'll get rid of it or sell it for a really low price, but I don't like selling just books.
Being blocked out of...
I did read all of Twilight. I read through all of Harry Potter. I didn't read any other book except the Harry Potter series because they just didn't interest me as much, if I'm honest. What else? I did read through all of Percy Jackson. I read through half of the sequel for that one. I used to read a couple of other young adult novels, and there was another one called Cinder that a friend recommended, and I bought it, but I hadn't sat down and read it because I just hadn't gone around to it, if I'm honest. But I have the book.
There's a book I read called John Dies at the End. It's a comedy book. Like a spoof of an action movie thing. Spoiler alert. John did not die at the end.
Okay, I was saying yes to that. I found the thing. Give me a second. I gotta turn off all audio for this because I need to hear it myself first.
Okay, that sounds like a real book because it's like saying I'm reading and you only read HP Twilight in 365 days. You. Oh, is you a book? I saw the first episode on Netflix and I hated the guy, but I had to know where this was leading if he was becoming a psycho murderer. 100 Years of Solitude? It sounds like something I might have heard about in passing, but no, I haven't read it. I used to read, my dad would go to Goodwill and he would let me pick any book that was in a Goodwill.
Guys,
And I would
Willow's
read it.
live.
Dude, Willow's live for once in his entire career.
You're gonna rate him, right?
We can rate him right now. But then again, I won't be able to share Rough and Ready from Sandra Hill.
Oh my god.
I'm posting it right now for you in show and tell.
Yes, and that's if we're gonna do a book club on anything, I feel like we have to do it on that.
It should only be like $2. That's the best part.
Dude, we should legitimately just have a
Oh my god,
like,
a book club?
just a talking. Honestly, I would say just a talking thing, but I feel like we do that every stream anyway. So like, what's the point
Like,
besides?
holy shit, he is live.
Holy shit! Wait, where's his link? I don't even know. Fuck. Willow doesn't post anything.
It should
He's
be
like
Willow
trying to.
Kuma.
It's just Willow Kuma. Okay,
Should be.
I'm gonna open. This stupid bitch is like, I'm live, and it's just like, bitch, where? No, I can't find him.
Ta-da. Psychotastic, links, please. Or send it directly to me. If you can't send it into the Twitch, send it to me directly. Willow, you silly duck. You thought you'd get away with this?
Dramatic reading. But this isn't the entire book, right? It's longer than this.
Move to Twitch just for the link. I won't let you do it. Send it to me. DM it to me. It's alright. If you ever want to DM me something, go for it. Don't ever be scared.
Yeah, DM it. DM it right now. This guy trying to. He can't.
Want to see?
You can DM it to me. Or just tell us what the name is.
Alright, I'm gonna add you as a friend. Psychotastic.
Okay, that's a link. They just put a space. We got it.
Willow. Perfect. Ah, you don't have Discord on your phone, and that's your watching. Ah, okay. All right. I hope you all enjoyed this podcast. They're playing Nier.
No, they're playing Code Vein. I don't know why it says Nier. At least I think it's Code Vein, or it's that new one that just came out. I forgot what it's called. It's by the same people who did Code Vein. I think that's what they're playing.
If I scroll down on Willow's thing, like, it has about me, a Twitter, a donate, and a credits. I need to know how to do that.
You don't know how to do that?
No. And I've been meaning to ask you guys for the last week.
Oh my god. I need to get mine's done. I wanted it all done by Psychotastic though, but I'm nervous like usual. That's how I am.
Don't worry. When I figure it out, Rikku, when Psychotastic tells me, I'll tell you.
Oh my god!
Psychotastic, let's cut the middleman. Just tell me and never tell Pivot. I won't tell him either.
Oh my god.
All right, everyone. I'm going to raid. Oh, it's perfect. There's 0 people on YouTube. Yeah, I am going to send y'all over to Willow. I prefer to have a call with all of you for that.
Oh, Cam believes Egotastic has to give us lessons. We're gonna just have to have it.
You're gonna have to have the talk.
Don't worry,
Pivot.
we'll have that talk today.
Oh my god. Immediately at raids, and then immediately Psychotastic, we all need to talk. We don't
Well, I'm
know
not
how to
home.
be competent streamers. Oh my god.
Alright, everyone. I'm going to raid Willow. So have fun with that. And then I will end stream. How do I do this?
You raid it, and then you end your live stream. There
So
you go.
So I can just hit stop streaming then?
You could do that. Click when it's ready to raid on your end. It says the raid button. Click it, and then end stream.
Oh, we can raid now. Okay.
Yeah.
So raid now and then hit stop streaming?
Yeah. Yeah.